There once stood a grand castle by the river. Its white towers kissed the sky, and its reflection danced on the water below. People admired it from afar, calling a place of dreams. But inside those walls, dreams were kept quiet. Princess Elira lived there. She had everything: silk gowns, golden crowns, servants who bowed when she entered. But none of it made her feel alive. Her days passed in perfect stillness. Her smile was worn like a duty. The castle was beautiful, but it felt more like a cage. Every night, Elira would stand by her window, gazing across the silver river to the dense forest beyond. The villagers called it the Whispering Woods. They feared it, said it was cursed. But to Elira, it looked like freedom, wild, mysterious, untamed. Then one stormy night, something inside her broke free. No gatas, no woodways. She ran through the castle halls, past the garden walls. Her golden slippers were left behind in the mud. She crossed the river barefoot, heart pounding. For the first time, she didn't care where she was going. She just knew she couldn't stay. The forest welcomed her like it had been waiting. The cold wind stung her face, but it also woke her up. The silence wasn't empty. It was peaceful. There were no titles, no rules. Just her breath and the rhythm of the earth. In the heart of the forest, she found a small hut woven from vines and roots. An old woman stood outside, her eyes like still water, calm, deep, knowing. The woman looked at Elira and smiled. Not with awe, not with judgment, just understanding. You didn't run away from the castle, she said softly. You ran toward yourself. Elira stayed for days, maybe weeks. Time stopped counting. The forest taught her what the palace never could. How to listen, how to feel, how to be brave without armor. She nursed a wounded bird, learned the stars, cried without hiding, laughed without permission. She helped the old woman tend to roots and herbs. Sometimes they'd sit in silence. Sometimes they'd talk about dreams. But always, Elira felt herself growing, stronger, clearer, truer. When she finally returned, soaked in forest light and self-knowing, the kingdom hardly recognized her. She wore no crown, but there was power in her presence, a calm, unwavering strength. Some whispered, advisors doubted, but Elira didn't flinch. She opened the castle gates to the people, turned echoing halls into places of healing, invited voices that had never been heard to sit at her table. The river she once stared at with longing now flowed through every decision she made. And one quiet morning, she returned to the forest, not to escape, but to honor it. She placed her hand on the tree where she had once sat, frightened and alone, and carved her truth. She who dares to be different, dares to change everything. When you stop living the life others choose for you, you begin the one meant for you.